What's going on, you tool addicted maniacs? Today I want to talk to you about Sandy Valley Hardware. If you're in Eastern Kentucky, stop in, check them out. Now right here as we're driving up the road, you can see the building that they're located in. And it's not very far coming out of here. A lot of people would refer to as the Allen red lights, and I'll show you the intersection when we get up here. But once you get to this intersection, it's just about a quarter of a mile, and it's right there on the left-hand side. Let's put it this way, if you ever needed to go to the scrapyard, they're pretty much right beside the scrapyard. Right here where I'm at, you got Allen, which is going straight. You got Pikeville going left. You got Prestonsburg and Paintsville going to the right. Again, Sandy Valley Hardware, type it in, Google it, GPS it, it'll take you right to the store. I've shopped around at the big box stores for a good long time now, and they got a lot of what you need. But there's those certain items that they just do not have. You can get on there, you can search their website, you can go from one box store to another, to another, to another. Ask them if they got something. No, they don't. Can they get it? No, they can't. Chances are, little small town businesses like this in Sandy Valley Hardware, if you need something, they might have it. If they don't have it, they might be able to get it for you. And of course, I like tools, so I'm always going in and looking for stuff. They got a variety of different tools. Last time I was here was probably about 8 years ago. And even back then, they had tools that other people did not have. They had old school made in the USA tools. And they still got some for us to check out today. I don't care if something's been sitting there for a decade. They're not going to pull it off the shelves and throw it away just because something new's coming out. We'll order stuff to resell. If something sits on the shelf for a while, eventually somebody will come along and say, hey, I need that. I was hoping that they would have a bigger selection of CHANNELLOCK, because the guy that I usually go to, MGC Supply, located in Pike County, he's getting rid of all of his CHANNELLOCK. And it's very unfortunate, but that's because he started packing Milwaukee, and Milwaukee basically is coming in and buying out his shelf space, so he's getting rid of CHANNELLOCK. And I hate that, I really do. He had the biggest selection of CHANNELLOCK in the entire Eastern Kentucky area. He's the only one that I've ever seen that had the speed grips, the adjustable wrenches, the brand new locking pliers that they got out. And I'm going to little mom and pop shops like this one to see if I can locate different tools, what they have that other places don't have, and show you guys. As I've been talking here, you can see the pictures I put on screen. They have a little bit of everything for general purpose repairs around the house, your RV, camper, plumbing, electrical, fencing. For a trucker, you need some tie down ratchets, you know, things like that. They got a little bit of everything for you to choose from at a really reasonable price. There's places like this that don't get big advertisements. They don't get a lot of people talking about them, or, you know, commercials put on your TV about them or anything like that. I don't even know if they got a Facebook or social media page, which is why I'm doing this. You got propane tanks, you need some hoses, maybe you got some gas hot water tanks and you need some parts for that. I know there's a lot of people who might have some old school toolets. You can't afford to go out here and buy you a brand new toilet. You go to Lowe's, they're going to have your basic rebuild kits, but they're not going to have everything. Like this section right here, it's got toilet supplies here that you do not see in Lowe's. You don't see them at Royal King or, you know, any of the other local stores, but they got it here. I used to, when I was doing industrial repairs, I would go long and far looking for specialty tools. Sometimes there would be a bolt break, or sometimes I would need to tap something, and there wouldn't be a tap at any location that I went to. But it's small town places like this that would have the taps, the dies, the right quality, the right thread style, whatever the case may be. It's those mom and pop shops in the area who would have things that nobody else had. They still got the old school sets here. Hell, they even got some spinner handles that was made in the USA from Thorson, 3/8 drive, 10 bucks a pop. Those things are vintage and they're well worth the price of $10. They got some old Stanley combination wrenches, basic Stanleys, bunch of 13/16 and I think a 11/16, something like that, made in the USA right on the side of them. They have some vintage CHANNELLOCK nut drivers, 3/8, ½ inch. You can buy them individually. They also got the brand new set that they got right below that. So if you want the entire pack of nut drivers, they got the standard sizes, 50 bucks. You know, you got your general purpose tools. They got a little bit of Stanley, they got some Crescent, Irwin, CHANNELLOCK, Gardner Bender. You want some good quality hex wrenches that are made in the USA still, you can go with Eklund. Don't care whether it's deadbolts, doorknobs, hinges. This is the type of hardware store that you'll remember when you're growing up. Your grandpa takes you out somewhere to go get things. He don't like going to the big box stores. He might venture off into that small town store somewhere. That's one of these types of stores, and I'm glad to still see that they're around. They got trays upon trays of nuts, bolts, fasteners, anything you could want for anything you come across. Now in my area, if you want the more specialty stuff, we got a place called Mayhorns that you can go to. There's been several times I went to every other place in the area and Mayhorns had it when nobody else did. But anyhow, this isn't going to be an in-depth tool store tour, but I just wanted to throw it out there. I swung in, walked around, seen what they had. Like I said, hadn't been in there in a very long time. They do got some interesting things, like these CHANNELLOCK welding pliers. Nobody else, including MGC, had those. Little 6.5 inch V-jaw CHANNELLOCKs. You don't see those in store. Nobody else in the area had them either, except for this store right here. You can go to every location that sells plumbing supplies, including a plumbing supply store. They got your basic tools, like a tub drain wrench. You're going to pick one up. They're all going to be about the same price. Most of them is going to be Jones Stevens. You might pick up some Incline or Cobalt, something like that. The difference between all those tub drain wrenches and this one here from Superior Tool, it's made in the USA, not Taiwan or China. Plus on each end of it, you've got a 3/8 and ½ inch drive square that you can stick your extensions and ratchet onto. Nobody wants to get down on your hands and knees in some of these nasty places you might be working on some plumbing. If you go to take out a tub drain, there could be cockroaches crawling all over the place. Somebody might not be that clean. You're in there working on their stuff for them. You can't get it out. You don't want to get on your hands and knees and get down the bathtub and put an adjustable wrench or a pair of pliers on it, run a screwdriver through the side of it. So you can easily take an extension and a ratchet adapted to this and get that thing right out. You see, it's little things like that that makes little trips like this well worth it. Whenever you find something that you're going to utilize and it's better than all the other competition in the area. And I have several of these tools, but none of them put the 1/2 inch or 3/8 drive anvil on either end of the tools. Anyhow, if you're in the area and you've ever stopped by this place, why don't you comment down below, stop by, give them some love, check them out. Here in Americana, we got to keep supporting our small town businesses. We're going to be here whenever the big box stores sell out and don't want to help you with anything. But till next time, y'all keep doing that backwoods hustle.